The days of needing expensive camera gear to do YouTube are over. But it's because you used to need expensive gear to do this that those videos are out there. And if you're anything like me, you'll get caught up in watching those videos and trying to figure out what is the next best and expensive toy that you need to do this. In this video, I'm going to explain why your phone is all you need. I'll give you some tips on how to get the best results from your phone. I'll go over a few optional accessories that might make your life easier, and I'll explain the exact steps you need to get started today. I'll then tell you what apps you need. Spoiler alert, they're all free. So why just use your phone? The number one reason people don't start YouTube channels, people who want one, who want to do this but don't start, is because of just that. They don't start. And the reason they don't start is usually because they don't think they have the proper equipment. I'm here to tell you that the camera that's in the phone that you probably already have is better than cameras that were thousands of dollars only 5-10 years ago. And that's why you see those videos out there trying to sell you camera equipment, because that's what used to be needed. And the people making those videos are the people who had their channels 5 to 10 years ago. So they've made all those videos. Okay, but I'm here to tell you, you do not need a camera any better than the one you've got in your phone. Why do they call it a phone anyways? People don't use their phones as phones anymore. They are texting machines, they are cameras, they are video cameras. I mean, when was the last time you got a call from somebody you didn't know who it was and you answered it, right? Imagine the youth of today going back to the 80s. What would they do when the phone rings and they look at the phone, they can't see who's calling them, right? They'd never answer the phone. How did we even survive? Your phone, if we still want to call it that, is actually a camera that has the ability to make phone calls. My favorite setup is to use my phone on a selfie stick, okay? Right now I'm actually using a tripod, and I'll show you a shot of that at the end of this video. I'll put it in here as B-roll. But usually I just have my phone on this selfie stick. This is 20 bucks from Amazon. And it's not just a selfie stick, it's a it's extendable selfie stick, and it doubles as a tripod. I could be using that here, right? Doubles as a tripod. So extremely versatile, 20 bucks, and that is my favorite piece of equipment. Well, second favorite. Real quick, I want to mention today's sponsor, Nexus Clips. If you're a content creator and you're only posting long form videos, you're leaving a lot of potential attention on the table. A lot of people discover creators today through short clips on Shorts, TikTok, or Reels, but keeping up with that can feel overwhelming. That's why I'm using Nexus Clips. It takes my long videos, finds the best moments, reframes them vertically, and adds animated subtitles automatically, which matters because a lot of people watch short form content without sound. It honestly removes the friction of clipping content, so sharing short form content daily actually becomes doable. Keep focusing your time on your long form videos and use Nexus Clips for short form. If your content is already good, this is one of the best ways to grow your personal brand. Try Nexus Clips today. Now let's get back to the video. So my favorite setup is to use my phone with that selfie stick and a decent mic. So I'm using this mic here, the DJI Mic 1. And I did some research on Amazon before I came out here to make this, just to find out how much this costs now, because you can now get the DJI, well, they came out with the Mini, and then the DJI Mic 2, and now the DJI Mic 3. Okay, so there's several to choose from, and they're increasingly more expensive as you get newer, but the older ones have come down in price. If you just wanted to get this mic, just one of them, with the receiver that would go in your phone, which is optional, but if you got those two things, I think it's 129 bucks now. So, I mean, it's not nothing, but it's not the $300 it used to be when it came out. So this mic, the 2 and the 3 and the Mini, they all sound pretty much the same. I'd argue that they're exactly the same. They might even be, I don't know for sure, but if you like the sound of my audio, typically in my videos, this is all I use, the one. And the tip I'll give you is that I don't even have the receiver plugged into the phone. I'm just recording onto the mic. That's why I wouldn't recommend getting the Mic Mini, because that does not have onboard recording onto the mic itself. The 1, 2, and 3 do. But yeah, I'm just recording it onto the mic so that I can then bring that into my editing program and sync it up with the video and be done that way. Now, if you don't want to get into that, that's fine. Just take the receiver that comes with this, plug it into your phone, and it'll plug into iPhones or Androids or whatever, and then the audio will be replaced. But if you want to know the difference in the sound of the audio, so right now you're listening to this, and Now you're listening to the mic audio from my phone. And the reason I'm able to do that is because, again, I don't have the receiver plugged into the phone, so it's recording audio as well. Now this is back to the DJI mic. You're hearing this audio now. So that's my favorite setup. Mic, tripod or selfie stick, phone. And then as far as lighting goes, biggest light in the world right up there. It's not in the world, it's out of the world. The sun. That's all you need for light. Now, it's not really a sunny day today. It's kind of cloudy, which is nice actually, because that kind of diffuses the light and spreads it out all over the place. Instead of having like a harsh light, the sun, if there were no clouds, beaming down on you, that's more of a harsh light, and you'd want to make sure you're kind of facing that or somewhat facing it in that case. Otherwise, you'll get shadows on your face. But on a cloudy day, it's nice and diffuse. It doesn't matter if you're facing the sun or not. So, you know, depending on the video you want to make, just go outside with your phone and you can film it using the sun as your light. This phone records in 4K. The phone I had before this one was the 14. It also records in 4K. And if you go back to a little more than a year ago, that's when I upgraded to this phone. But all my videos before that were the iPhone 14. That had phenomenal picture as well. And I also checked on Amazon, and you can now get an iPhone 14 for a little more than $400. So again, it's not nothing, but you know, if you are looking to upgrade your phone, you can get iPhone 14 with a phenomenal 4K 30 frames per second video camera in it for a lot less than you used to have to spend. You can make virtually any type of video with your phone. You can do walk and talk style videos, which I usually do, going out walking on the trail or just standing and holding my selfie stick in the phone and talking to the phone. That's my favorite type of video to make. You can also make talking head type videos, which is what I call these, where you're sitting in a chair, or you could be standing, whatever's more comfortable for you, and your phone is on a tripod, which mine is right now. You can make a vlog style video where you're taking your phone around with you and explaining what you're doing. And you can, every once in a while, you can set it up on a tripod and take a video of you doing something and whatever you want to do. So vlog styles are easy to do with a phone. You can make tutorial videos with your phone. Did you know you can record your screen on your phone while you're doing something and then bring that into a video that you've made? Right? And put a tutorial together. So that's easy to do with a phone. And my favorite type is storytelling. You can easily tell a story while looking to your phone. So how do you start? The first step is to get a Google account, and you can do that with your phone. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the YouTube app, so not YouTube Studio, but YouTube app, the app that you use to watch videos, and you're going to go and create an account. If you don't have a Google account yet, it'll prompt you to create one. Next, you're going to create a YouTube channel, and you do that once you have a Google account. So with a YouTube channel and the YouTube app, you do that with the YouTube app again, you can upload a profile picture, you can enter a description for your channel, you can customize your channel, all right? The third step is make a video. So again, you're gonna use your phone, and I just recommend using the regular camera app that comes with your phone. Again, I use an iPhone, but if you use an Android, it has its own camera app as well. That's all you need. I prefer to film in 4K 30 frames per second, but you don't have to if you don't want to. That would create a larger file size. Your video file size will be larger if it's 4K versus HD, which is 1920 by 1080 or 1080p. Okay, so that's HD. That's also very much acceptable. But if you feel like your viewers are going to be watching you on larger screens, like maybe a TV, for instance, a lot of my viewers watch my videos on a TV, I recommend filming in 4K because you can tell the difference in quality between 4K and 1080p if you're watching it on like a 50-inch TV or larger. But don't feel you have to, right? Storage space is going to come into play here. If you don't have a whole lot of storage space, like free available storage space on your phone, you may want to remove some videos and photos and unused apps from your phone to free up some space. And you can use iCloud or off phone storage like a hard drive or something if you want to, or even offload some of your photos onto your computer for safe storage. Once you've made a video, upload it. And you just use that same YouTube app to upload your video to your YouTube channel. Now, I didn't talk about editing, and I will in a second, but it's not even really all that necessary, especially today when people are loving authentic style videos where people like you and me are just making videos, sharing our experiences and trying to help others, right? That type of authentic style video, doesn't, I mean, I do some editing here and there, and I will with this video as well, but in a lot of cases, you may not even need to. Like if you can press record on your phone and talk to it and make your video and then stop the recording, that's a video, and you really don't have to edit it. So in a nutshell, that's it. Create your Google account, create your YouTube channel, make a video, upload it to your channel, you're a YouTuber. And you can do all of that from the YouTube app, which is 100% free. Now, there are some more apps that I recommend you get, but again, these are all free as well. So the first one is the YouTube Studio app. Okay, so the YouTube app is more about watching videos, and you can upload some videos, right? But the YouTube Studio app is more about managing your channel. So if you download the YouTube Studio app, again, it's free. That will allow you to do things like change your thumbnails, edit your video descriptions, edit your titles, right? It allows you to manage your channel and the videos within your channel. It allows you to check your analytics once you start getting data and people start watching your videos. You can see how many views you got, how many watch hours you've gotten, how many subscribers you get, right? You can do all that from the YouTube Studio app. You can also schedule your videos with that app, right? If you want to upload a video but you don't want it to go live right away, you can schedule it for excuse me, you can schedule it for a future time or a future date and time. And finally, you can see your revenue, right? If you're monetized, or once you get monetized with your channel, you can see how much you're earning on a day-to-day basis or monthly or however you want to watch it, however you want to look at it. You can check all that from your YouTube Studio app. Now let's talk about editing, okay? If you want to get into editing, like say if you are not comfortable yet making a video in one take and there are things you want to cut out, then I would suggest getting one of these apps. These are all free. Okay, so if you're using an iPhone, you can use iMovie. That's on your phone, likely already on your phone. If it's not, you can download it from the App Store, and it's free. It's made by Apple, and it's wonderful. It's simple, but it's free. And you can easily use iMovie to, perhaps you want to delete the beginning of your video, like while you were getting ready to start your video, or maybe you had a couple of false starts when trying to deliver your message, right? You can delete the beginning, and then you can delete the end, right? If you finished your video and you want to, you don't want the part where you reached up and stopped recording. If you want to delete that, you can do that. And if you've made any mistakes in the middle, you can cut those out. You can easily do that with iMovie. If you have an Android phone, then you can use something called InShot. Okay, I've not used that myself, but I know it's free and I know a lot of people use that. So you can do the same things with InShot. Another one that I'm not going to say I recommend it because I don't use it myself, but that's CapCut. It's hugely popular and it's available on both iPhone and Android phones. Hugely popular, and it allows you to do a lot of things with their free account. There is an upgrade to a paid version, but in a lot of cases the free version would be all you need. And it'll allow you to do a little more complicated things. Let's say you want to get into adding B-roll or music or advanced titles or automated captioning and all that kind of stuff. You can do that with CapCut. You can do most of that with iMovie or InShot as well. So, I mean, I would suggest maybe download one or two of them and try them out and see which one you might like better. Just take a sample video of yourself talking and load it into iMovie or InShot or CapCut and play around with it and see what you think. The next app I recommend is Canva, okay? And this is all about creating thumbnails. Now, when you upload a video to YouTube, you don't need a thumbnail. YouTube will create one for you automatically if you don't upload one. And just to kind of cross the T's and dot the I's here, a thumbnail, for those who don't know, that is basically the banner. Like when somebody looks through their YouTube and they're deciding what video they want to watch, they're going to see a whole bunch of thumbnails, which are, ads for the videos, okay? So you can create your own thumbnail and add text to it. It doesn't even have to be an image from your video, but it can be. That's usually what I do. I usually just take a screenshot from within my video and then add some text to it, and that's my thumbnail. But you can get more complicated if you want. But regardless, you can use Canva to make your thumbnails. That's what I use. Now, I don't usually do it on my phone. I usually do it on my computer. But this video is about doing everything from your phone. So Canva, it's a free app. There's a paid version as well, but you don't need that to make thumbnails. Because the thumbnail is like the ad for your video, it's kind of important to put a little bit of thought into that if you want to grow your channel and if you want to give your videos the best chance at succeeding, you want to do some work on thumbnails and try to get good at making good thumbnails that maybe match your title, right? Having a good title and a thumbnail that kind of matches the title, and the two of them together, basically their job is to sell the viewer on your video, right? Like, click me, click me. That's the job of the thumbnail and the title. So, it's not a bad idea to spend some time on working on thumbnails and trying to make them such that people will click them. Not necessary to start a channel, but something you might want to get into at some point. The real reason I think the phone is the best bet for starting a YouTube channel is it takes away all the friction, right? You probably already have one, possibly in your pocket right now. Mine is always in my pocket when I'm not making a video, right? You've already got it. So what else is stopping you, right? You got to come up with an idea, of course, but maybe spend your time working on the idea and what you want your videos to be about. And don't worry too much about the equipment, because you've got all the equipment you need. Your phone is all you need. If you want to get a selfie stick, you want to get a tripod, that'll make your life a little bit easier. If you want to get a mic like this, again, they're cheaper than they've ever been. That'll help you with the audio. One last thing on the audio, it's kind of a windy day today. And if I didn't have that little fluffy thing there, sometimes called a dead cat, on my mic, you'd be hearing a lot more wind noise than you do right now. Again, if I switch back to the iPhone audio, that's what you're going to get with any amount of wind when you're making the video, just with the microphone in your phone. One last thing to talk about the mic, and this is not as important if you're using a selfie stick, and that is how close the phone is to you when you're making a video, right? If you don't have a mic like this and you're just going to use the mic in your phone, on a selfie stick is fine. But the further away you get from your phone, so I'll switch back to the phone's audio, and if I were to sit way back here and talk to the phone using that microphone, I'm going to get a lot lower in volume. And it'd be worse if I was inside, because if I'm inside, there's usually a lot more echo, right? So with a lot of echo and distance between you and the phone, the audio is not going to be that good. So if you want to make videos and have the audio still sound good, but maybe you don't want to be that close to your phone, then you might want to look at getting a mic like this, or even a cheaper one. I mean, there's cheaper options as well. There's wired ones that you can get for probably around 20 bucks, but then you're going to have a wire between your mic, maybe down through your shirt and plugged into your phone, right? I just find these wireless ones super handy. But yeah, take away the friction, right? Use what you already have. The light that you already have, the camera that you already have, and then just got to come up with the idea, and then you're off to the races. The biggest mistake people make is waiting, right? Waiting until they have enough money to buy the camera that they think they need, or waiting until their ideas are perfect. Stop waiting and just start. Like grab your phone, press record, and start talking to it, right? Even if you don't know what your channel is going to be about yet, even if you don't have your niche dialed in yet, that's totally fine. Just start, because what good is it to have your niche perfectly dialed in and you know exactly what you want all your videos to be about, but you're not yet comfortable talking on camera? You're not ready then, right? So I strongly advise that the first step be start making videos. Even if you don't have your niche yet, just start making videos, because the only way to get better on camera is to start talking to one. All right, my name is Rob. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me show you my setup. So here, I'll just take this phone off of the tripod like this, and there's the setup, okay? Simple tripod, and I was just standing or sitting here, and that's what I was looking at, okay? Looking at my tripod on the phone, and that's all you need. I'm not using my selfie stick right now. I'm just holding it with my hands. So, I mean, this is an option too. If you want to save 20 bucks and not get one of these, you can just hold your phone like this. And there's an example of the sun. If it's behind you like that, it's starting to come out of the clouds. Your face is not going to be lit up very well, but if you just turn around like this and somewhat face the sun, your face will be lit up much brighter by your natural key light. All right, talk to you soon.